300 defense service officers. In addition, a significant number of personnel in the Central Armed Police Forces as a ratio to population of the state are from Manipur. We Manipuris have contributed significantly towards nation building since independence also. Major Bob Kathing from Manipur was one of such significant heroes of India. His contribution was instrumental in bringing Tawang in Arunachal Pradesh in India. Manipuris have also made significant contributions in the 1971 war. Numerous Manipuris have been conferred various gallantry awards. One name to mention here would be Major Laisram Jotin Singh. He was conferred the Ashok Chakra posthumous for his exemplary courage. He charged with bare hands at the armed terrorists, suicide bombers at the Indian embassy in Kabul, saving his colleagues and making the supreme sacrifice. State government has launched an ex gratia scheme of rupees 5 lakhs in the name of the martyr. Incidentally, he's from my locality, and the state government, along with the Indian Army, we propose to build a sports stadium in honor and memory of his sacrifice. Manipur has a vibrant sporting culture and takes pride as the powerhouse of sports in India. Sportspersons from Manipur has brought laurels to India in various disciplines of sports and produced numerous medalists, including Olympians. 5 athletes from Manipur took part in the Tokyo Olympics recently, and 2 of them brought medals and laurels to the country. Till date, Manipur has produced 19 Olympians. It has also produced 26 medalists in Asian Games and 30 medalists in Commonwealth Games till date. And Manipur, therefore, is one of the states with the highest per capita medal winners in the country. Manipuri footballers are playing for different premier football clubs in the country and also representing the national team. Even in the international front, a Manipuri woman footballer became the first Indian woman footballer to bag a contract with a foreign European club. Manipur is the birthplace of modern polo. In Manipur, we have dozens of women professional polo players, representing about 2/3 of all women polo players in India. Manipur being strategically located, a vibrant, dynamic, and prosperous and resilient Manipur and Northeast will be India's strength, is India's strength. The Northeast region has the potential to be the growth engine for the country in the 21st century, with the vision of the Honorable Prime Minister enacting the Act East policy, as was very well enunciated by the former Foreign Secretary just a little while ago. The Northeast connects India to one of the most economically dynamic and politically significant geographies of the world. As the global power axis shifts from the Indo-Pacific, developing a secure and prosperous Northeastern region in convergence with India's Act East policy and neighborhood first policy will be a vital pillar in realizing a common vision of a free and open Indo-Pacific. The security scenario in Manipur has been improving over the recent years. Disturbed area under AFSPA has reduced further. 44 underground personnel were mainstreamed in homecoming ceremony just recently. Till date, about 1,100 surrenderies cumulatively have been mainstreamed. The state government has successfully rolled out numerous outreach programs, bridging developmental gaps and ensuring deeper emotional integration. Tribes at the border in Manipur have always been protecting the state, especially during turbulent times in the neighboring country. Being a border state, problems of drugs and illegal immigration not only presents a socio-economic problem, but also has security dimensions. The state government, under the leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister, continues to make all efforts to tackle the problem of drugs. War on Drugs 2.0 is presently reaping the benefits of that. 600 acres of areas under illicit poppy cultivation were destroyed, with drugs worth over rupees 1,000 crores in the international market seized. On the other hand, program to provide alternative livelihood is being taken up also. The sense of belongingness has increased in the remote areas of the state and along the border areas. Under the Har Ghar Tiranga program, more than 6 lakh households, which is more than about 60% of the entire households of Manipur, hoisted the national flag. The Independence Day celebration in the state this year was the biggest till date. Connectivity infrastructure in the state continues to be strengthened. Air connectivity has improved significantly, as was mentioned earlier, and helicopter services have been introduced. Rail connectivity till Imphal would soon be a reality. Steps are also being taken to improve the infrastructure along the border. With improved connectivity, infrastructure, and better law and order situation in the state, sectors like tourism, entrepreneurship, and hospitality have picked up, providing various employment opportunities to the youth. To harness the dynamism and creativity of the youth, schemes like Manipur has started to further increase availability of funding. Avenue for startups in Manipur, the state government increased startup corpus fund to about rupees 100 crores. Venture fund was also launched, and Manipur State Credit Guarantee Scheme to increase the guarantee coverage of loans to MSMEs and startups in Manipur. I know all these figures will sound a bit boring, but I need to present the case for Manipur on what path we are going and how we are, contributing to the nations. We Manipuris are also proud of our historical and cultural heritage. Manipuri dance is one of the classical dances of India. Sankirtana, the ritual singing, drumming, and dancing of Manipur, was inscribed on the representative list of the UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity. Manipuri cinema has brought laurels for the country at several national and international film festivals. World-renowned theater personalities like Ratan Thiam have left their imprint on the theater history of India. Manipur has also close historical ties with World War II. The Battle of Imphal was the turning point of the most grueling campaigns of the Second World War. Considering the sacrifices and hardships faced by the people of Manipur, Manipur Legislative Assembly resolved to protect, preserve, and develop World War II historical sites in Manipur. Lastly, I would like to take this opportunity to apprise the Defense Ministry of the long-pending request for the transfer of 66.91 acres of defense land at Kwerengai Old Airfield to the state government. Considering the historical significance associated with the airfield for developing the land as a heritage site. General may kindly note that because this has been delegated to me to make a special mention. The state government has offered alternative sites in lieu of the defense land and has also reiterated its commitment to provide equal value land, equal value infrastructure for the defense land. This may kindly be considered by the Defense Ministry on priority to further deepen the ties between Manipur and the armed forces. To conclude, I once again thank and congratulate the Indian Army for organizing today's event. I believe that such an event would inspire and chart a way forward for the northeastern region as envisioned by our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji as the growth engine of India in the 21st century. Thank you. Dhanyavad. Thagachari. Thagachari is thank you in Manipuri. Jai Hind. Thank you.
Our last speaker for this session is Air Marshal Anjan Kumar Gogoi, Param Vishish Seva Medal, Ati Vishish Seva Medal, Vishish Seva Medal, Member, North-Eastern Council. Air Marshal Gogoi was commissioned in the fighter stream of the Indian Air Force in 1973. He's a qualified flying instructor and a fighter combat leader. After 40 years of service in the Indian Air Force, he retired in 2013 as Air Officer Commanding in Chief, Southwestern Air Command. In February 2020, the Air Marshal was nominated as the member of North-Eastern Council by the President of India. The Air Marshal will speak on the future perspective of development in North-Eastern region.
Good afternoon. Namaskar and greetings from the Northeastern Council. Honorable Minister Manipur, Shri Basant Kumar Singh Ji, General Officer Commanding in Chief, General Kalita, General Panchanathan, Shri Harsh Vardhan Singla Ji, dignitaries, invitees, ladies and gentlemen. I'm indeed very proud to be here this morning. When the GOC 101 area came to us at the NEC to discuss this seminar and the events to follow, we were extremely excited, and I did accept the offer to attend this function. I think, like everybody has said, it is very opportune and at the correct time. The topic that has been given to me is future perspective of development in the Northeast region. A lot has been spoken. Most of us know what the problems are. And therefore, I think I want to put it in a different perspective, meaning I think we need to throw our head back and look back at independence. What was the condition of the country at that time? We were a very poor, impoverished country at independence. There is no doubt. The per capita income of India of 330 million people at that time was 230 rupees, $2.89. Today, we are at 500 times that. 4 out of 5 people in India could not read and write. 12% actually was the literacy rate. Life expectancy was 32 years. Today it is 70 years plus. Just after independence, we had to fight wars, 1947, 62, 65, 71, and all of you are aware of it. And each war obviously pulls the country down the development path. Health sector, out of the 330 million people, 75 million people were suffering.
Shifting focus to the big sports story, well, marred with controversies, the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 will kick off at the flagship Al Bayt Stadium tonight as host